What's up, guys? This is the Vinyl Casket, home to the lamest taste. My name is Nick. Thank you guys so much for checking out. As I shift out of the middle, I was in the middle. Thank you guys for checking out the channel. This is the home to the lamest taste. My name is Nick. You can check out my YouTube channel at the Vinyl Casket, all one word, over on YouTube, where you could subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much, much more. Tune in every week. We do a ton of stuff. We do weekly live YouTube shows where we react and do commentary as a watch along for AEW Dynamite's TBS Wednesday Night Live show on, I said it on TBS. That's a pro wrestling thing. Definitely check that out if you're into wrestling. If you were ever into like Attitude Era, early 2010s wrestling, you're gonna love it. We also do the weekly comic book review, which is what we're about to do. You can check out my trailer reactions, my movie reviews, all sorts of book reviews and stuff. That's what I do. So check it out. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. We got a small stack every Wednesday. We get the stack. We read the stack. We bag and board the stack. We take pictures in the light box for the Instagram, which is, boom, right there, Vinyl Casket Comics. Then we sit down with you guys every single week and we do a review, talking about them, ranking them, all sorts of stuff. This is both a interesting week and a disappointing week at the same time. So with that being said, we will quickly get into it. That's not what I wanted. And okay. All right. We're gonna start with Indie, Marvel, DC. We're starting with the Lone Image comic book this week, which is issue 6 of Dead Lucky, which I had to reread a second time. So I read it. It was putting me to sleep. I had no interest in this book. It was weird. I felt like the dialogue wasn't making sense. I felt like the things that the main character was saying were like delayed. Like something would happen and then she would say something that I felt like was relating to it like 3 panels later. I was very confused. I read it a second time. I still don't really like the dialogue for the first half of the issue. I think it just feels wonky. There's something about it. I don't know if it's the context that they were using or I don't know what it was, but it was weird. The ending was cool. I like the resolution. I still am kind of annoyed that what's his name? The guy who's been a villain in Radiant Black and Radiant Red. Is it Switch? Is it? I forget what his name is, but the guy that wears the green, right? He was in this, and he was helping him as a mercenary. He had a crew, which I think is a new crew. It doesn't look like his crew from Radiant Black. This guy Pyre looks sick, and I'm very interested to see who Pyre is and the backstory, because I don't remember Pyre. I remember Doppler. I remember those guys. I don't remember Pyre. That's what I was excited about. I don't like the mech designs in this. The rounded edges and the weird shapes. I don't get, I'm a big Gundam fan. I'm a big Pacific Rim fan. I grew up with that Gundam mentality of what robots are. All those animes with robots. That's my thing. These robots, I don't like the shape. I don't like the I don't even know. The shapes of it, weird. Interesting book. I'm going to rate it 1 through 10. I'm going to give it a 5.5. I just think there was too many bad things about this issue. The last 2 issues got me excited for the series, where the first couple I wasn't excited. I'm gonna stick with it because I'm trying to take in all the Supermassive universe, and they say the next issue after this is going to be Supermassive. So I don't know if this is going to continue or if it's over. So that's that. We move on to Source Point Press with issue 4 of volume 3 of Good Boy. This is part of Prodigal Son. This is a conclusion of the storyline, but the story isn't over. They say it at the end. Just a series of miniseries of like 3 to 4 issue miniseries. Amazing. This is a variant cover, by the way, and this series is just so good. They finally do the whole like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm your dad, or by the way, I'm your son. Still don't explain that whole how that works. Or the bestiality references here are weird. But great. I love spam on Twitch. No. No, it's not gonna let me do anything. Whatever. That makes no sense. All right. But yes. So Prodigal Son, last issue of this miniseries. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I thought the artwork was amazing. I liked the conclusions of the story, and I'm excited to see what happens next because it basically said that Flint, I think that's it, the main character, can't die. He's not dying. He had the metal plate. He faked his death, and now he's coming crazy. I'm so excited for the next one. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10, easy. We are. There. We are gonna go into Boom. So we have 3 Boom books. We're gonna start off with issue 11 of the Vampire Slayer. I believe this is a variant cover. This series has lost me. I'm really upset about it. It's been 11 issues of the one storyline. With some subplots kind of laced in there, but nothing really concluded. There hasn't been a conclusion in my a hard conclusion on any of the storylines. They just keep piling storylines on to lead into the main storyline, and I don't care for it. Like, they just finally told Buffy that she's the real Slayer, and that the crazy magic happening to Willow is kind of because of that, her taking on the Slayer thing. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't like this plot. I got in the series because I like the artwork. I was enjoying the character development. I thought it was different to see Buffy not as the Slayer, but okay, the storyline is she is the Slayer. Like, then after a couple of issues, they really cement, oh, she is the Slayer. This isn't like a universe where she isn't. She is because we did this, that we're not going to show you that we did. And I'm like, okay, whatever. This is still a cool plot. Like, 5 issues in, nothing. 6 issues in, nothing. 10 issues in, nothing. 11 issues. Finally, that's annoying. And I want to continue, but I think I'm going to drop it. I might hop back in, but for now, because now it just feels like this is a series where the whole point of the series is just this plot line, which is not a mini series. It's 11 issues. And they solicited more. They're past 13, maybe 14 issues. It's not a mini series. So I'm not interested in a prolonged, 20 issue series of Buffy finding out she's the Slayer this whole time, and that her friends betrayed her, and having to forgive them and save Willow, who's now this dark magical beast. It's okay. 5 issues. I'm gonna give this issue a 6. We move on to House of Slaughter, part 2 of The Butcher's Return. This is issue 12, variant cover. This is cool. I hopped out of House of Slaughter during the second storyline. I'm back into the third storyline, and I'm liking it because it returned to that first storyline. And it's cool. I like this. I like how that kid that was giving the what's his name, the problem, you know, because he wanted to hunt. He wanted to hunt. No, 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 no. He got captured by like the butcher shop, like remnants, which we thought that it was gone, right? We thought the butcher shop was gone. From what we saw in Something's Killing the Children in that period after the end, when they did like it was an issue like 16, 17, 18, something like that. They like did that like whole like flashback where they did like kind of where Erica came from and Aaron Slaughter's like little origin, how they became friends, and that this guy showed up and he was like tricking them. That kind of loosely goes back into this. I'm excited to see where this goes because I thought that house didn't exist anymore, but it does. Awesome art, awesome book. This is easily 7.5, 8. And final boom book is 105 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is crazy good storyline. So the Omega Rangers are back. We get to see the new formation of the team. We get to see a new Megazord formation. We're getting more storyline with Zed and Empress Vile and Alpha One. Really, really interesting. A lot of cool dialogue, a lot of cool development. I'm very excited to see where we're going here. Awesome series. Easily an awesome series. Definitely check it out. We're going to give this in 7.5 out of 10. Moving on to DC. We got no Marvel this week, by the way. This is issue 4 of Wildcats with the A cover. Amazing. The series is so good. It's taking all these different, because it's titled Wildcats, right? So you would expect a regular Wildcat series, but the references and the connections to all of the Wildstorm titles, characters, and franchises is crazy. Team 7, Gen 13, all different Wildstorm, Stormwatch, all the different elements of Jim Lee's universe of Wildstorms. Rosenberg has like completely neatly packed it into a Wildcats title. And while there is a Wildstorm versus Amanda Wyler series coming out that's been delayed, I don't know who's writing that. I would assume maybe Rosenberg, but Wildcats is phenomenal. I love Grifter. I love these characters. I love the way they're portraying like this kid as Mr. Magnificent or whatever it is. Amazing. This series is an 8 out of 10. Pick it up. I'm a big fanboy. So, and then finally we have Batman Incorporated 5 cardstock cover. Awesome. The conclusion of this was so good. Especially the point where you have all of Batman Incorporated except for Ghostmaker and Clown Hunter up against Phantom One's like team of Bat people created by Lex Luthor in that program that did like the Wolf guy. So they're all like organized under that assumption of like all these people that trained Ghostmaker were killers and they did all these bad things that hurt our lives personally. Like each one of them affected one of them. So, because he knew better and he's supposed to be this great guy that champions Batman, he should have taken these guys out. He should have handled this when he had the chance, blah, blah, blah. And then Batman Incorporated are like, that all those guys that trained Ghostmaker also trained Batman. So you're saying that he should have taken care of him and that he's the problem because he didn't. But what about Batman? Why didn't Batman take care of him? And they're all like speechless. And I loved it. That was like a great moment. That was a great moment for me. Yeah, and I really liked it. I like this cover, even though Batman's not in it. Batman of China at the end, it teases the next storyline, which is a bunch of clowns. So Joker references. We're gonna get some clown action. I like how Phantom One and his team like walk away. So I hope we get to see them again. At this point, we got like 30 bat themed heroes, right? All under this title. We've seen so many bat related heroes. And I hope those guys like see the light of like Ghostmaker's promise of Batman and take it and like run with it, and they come back as like another group of Batman Incorporated. Maybe I hope we get some Red Hood eventually. I would love to see Ghostmaker and Jason Todd work together. I think those personalities would be interesting to see mesh. I'm gonna give this book a 9 out of 10. I think it's been fantastic. It feels like we're 10 issues in and we're only 5, so like I feel like I've been getting so much information. The issues are thick. They're not a crazy price point. It's a regular priced book. It's so good. You're getting so much for your buck. Highly suggest that. I've been doing a top 5. I really only have like 7 books, so that should be pretty easy. So let's go with number 5 is gonna be, well, I know the 2 books that aren't in it, right? I know the 2 books that upset me, so I'm only left with 5, right? Yes. Okay, so now I just gotta put them in order. We're gonna go with House of Slaughter at 5. We're gonna do 4 is gonna be Wildcats. Oops, I'm talking about Wildstorm. Power Rangers at 3. Batman Incorporated at 2, and pick of the week is going to be Good Boy. That was pretty easy, I would think, in my opinion. Thank you guys so much for checking out. You could check out my mini Instagram write-ups over at Vinyl Casket Comics of all these books. You can check out all my past reviews of weekly comic polls throughout my channel at The Vinyl Casket, all one word, where you subscribe, like, and comment, hit the bell for much more. Let me know what you're reading, what you want to read, what you're into, anything you want in the comments. I will get back to you guys. I truly appreciate it. I need you guys to do me one favor, though. I need you to stay lame.